Your Holiness, most venerable monks, distinguished guests, good afternoon. On the occasions of upcoming His Majesty the King 84th birthday anniversary, may I speak on behalf of the Thai about His Majesty the King Bhumibol Adulyadej of Thailand. His Majesty the King is a king who loves his people and is always concerned about their welfare and well-being. Despite his royal and elevated status as king, His Majesty the King Bhumibol Adulyadej leads a very humble and simple life, which in itself reflects a deep understanding of the principle of Buddhist Dharma. His Majesty the King is the center of Thai people, which is mirrored by the meaning of his name, พระบาทสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัวภูมิพลอดุลยเดชมหาราช. This distinction was bestowed upon him in 1996. Bhumi means land, while Pol means strength. Hence, Bhumibol means strength of the land. His Majesty the King has continuously used all his strength for the collective benefits of the Thai people and the country. Ever since his coronations, since the 5th of May in 1950, His Majesty the King has made many sacrifices and has always been devoted to the people in accordance with his royal proclamation. We shall reign in righteousness for the benefits and happiness of the Siamese people. This is indeed a short and concise declaration, but full of meanings and greatness. And he has carried out his duty faithfully to the 10 Dharma principles for ruling a country throughout his reign of 65 years. His many royal deeds will be remembered by the Thai people from generation to generations, as well as people from around the world. Today, if you ask any Thai people about what they are proud of their country, the answer would simply be their king. This may seem strange for people from other countries. For a single person to become a spiritual leader, it takes endless dedication, sacrifices, and selflessness. But this has been proven not just by days or by years, but spanning nearly 7 decades of His Majesty the King rule. Besides, His Majesty the King has been known to the thousands of projects to help raise the standards of living of Thai people. Besides his hard work, His Majesty the King expressed his teaching and well wishes to Thai people by initiating the printing of the story of พระมหาชนก in both Thai and English in the same publication. The story of พระมหาชนก deals with perseverance despite any obstacles, as well as trials and tribulations. Many people would be afraid and discouraged, but the story teaches us that if we do not give up and try to plan and find a way, we can overcome these obstacles. His Majesty also pointed out that the society must consist of good people with intellect coupled with an understanding of morals, and not reap benefits out of self-interest or just for the moment. Only then will society be able to evolve sustainably. In the preface of the story พระมหาชนก His Majesty addressed it to the readers with his own words. Whatever you do, the most important thing is to have determination, and may all readers be blessed with pure perseverance, sharp wisdom, and complete physical health. Just as in the story of P'ra Maha Chanok, His Majesty the King Bhumibol Adulyadej has applied these teachings in his life experiences. He exemplified the enduring qualities of Buddhist Dharma, where his compassion, universal love, and visions of truth are at the forefront and make up the guiding principle of his life and reign. And it is these variables that motivated him, and in turn, he has shared the wisdom of his life experience and guiding principle with the people. Apart from having a deep understanding of Dharma principles and practicing them faithfully and earnestly, His Majesty the King is always concerned about his people and want the Thai to be good citizens and not infringe on others, as well as being aware of their duties for the collective happiness and harmony of the country. This can be seen from His Majesty the King's remarks